just starting to get light. It's about 7 o'clock. We're up and we're breaking camp here. We're gonna try to be at the Camelback Bridge Park. We're gonna try to be there by 8 or so. Whoa, excuse me. It was a dry bag, I swear.
That's gonna stay on the video.
Oh, that'll be on the video. Oh, but we had a fabulous night. Hard, firm ground is quite the luxury. But Josh should be bringing Biscuitville up to the park here, hopefully around 8. And we can start our morning off right. I've got a chicken club coming. But you can see the view. We tried the river left over there, but there's a road about 30 yards up off the bank. And it was pretty bushy. Didn't really work out. But this was fabulous. Turned out to be a really good campsite. But it's time to pack up and get down there and meet Josh. No way! It was meant to be, baby! Woohoo! Austin! I found a pair of pit vipers!
No. You got to.
Oh yes!
You have got to.
Oh yes!
Oh gosh.
Hold on.
Oh
Let me
gosh.
get the video. Let me get him in the video. Dirt Dobber almost had him a moment here. It pays to have your seat right before you sit down. Dirt Dobber's in a little bit of a hurry this morning, folks. There's a porta john at the park. This is the first day he was the first on the water, we'll put it that way. Look, he's making wake, brother. Don't broach on that rock. You just have to go right there.
Don't miss it.
Oh yeah. Woo-wee. It's gonna be a good day. Dirt Dobber is serious, bro. He's 100 yards out.
I think I got him laughing.
Don't laugh too hard. Never trust a fart. He's putting some strokes down, man. Oh, it's good stuff.
Why are you walking so fast?
I guess that's what it's gonna be. Looky, looky, looky. The breakfast train just showed up. My life is just about to get really good. Not only do I get breakfast, but I get to hang out with Turtlehead Josh. I'm gonna pretend like I'm not recording because he doesn't like the
Hero of the trip.
He's not dressed like us. Where's your boat?
Oh no. I gotta go on these yard. Ooh, that's still hot. Yeah.
All right, folks. On a river trip with the fried chicken club biscuit from Biscuitville.
That looks like tea.
I don't think it can get better.
Oh, I think it's this one.
Mmm.
This diet right here.
Mm-hmm. Mmm. That's the world's best biscuit. We're gonna have to do a double take on that.
Get the slow-mo.
There he goes, Turtlehead Josh. Good to see him, he's always fun to hang out with. Brought us some Biscuitville. We'll have to get him on the river some. He's not a big fan of the camera, but he's a great dude. Got a beautiful little family. Man, that tasted good. Burger King, Biscuitville this morning. We're living large. So, now to put on and enjoy the day, make some miles, and see if tonight we can find us an easy campsite with no lining up a bank. No promises. Maybe it was because Josh brought us Burger King and then Biscuitville. Perhaps it was the half-decent campsite. Or maybe that Austin finally found that pair of sunglasses he was looking for all week. But the morning of day 6 just felt like it was meant to be. We put our boats into the current and set off to find what day 6 would bring us.
In the tournament, sorrow still tonight. Light leaves the leaves. Leaves leave their hold. Come and ride the wind. Let it feel cold. For you are in return. Turn of never known. I know the way, babe, along the line. We go our way in the turning. Now in time of ruin, time of broken bells, wounds beyond mend, lines are left behind. Let be what will be. Weary and declining. In the flooding rain.
Tell him you gotta do it right.
Quake and melting ice. Come and ride the wind. Let it feel cold.
All right, folks, just like at the end of the Namakagon trip, Brian named his boat Trigger. We have finally settled on a name for Kevin's boat, which Grape Nut was one we came up with. But the boat is called the Cookie Monster. What do you have to say about that, Kev?
I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care.
This is coming off some suggestions from some of the fans that watch the channel. And
well, it is better than calling it Grape Nut.
Yeah, Grape Nut's not as good. So there you go, folks, the Cookie Monster. And if you know Kevin, he likes his monsters. Do you like cookies?
I mean, I could eat one.
So the green boat used to belong to my Uncle Matt. Dirt Dobber bought it from him. So Matt's wife lives, or used to live, and has family that lives on Sweetwater Creek down there in North Carolina. And as a tribute to Uncle Matt and his prior ownership of the boat, Dirt Dobber has named his boat Sweetwater. Fitting name. And as you know, or should know, if you don't know, you need to watch Austin Wallace's channel. His boat is Marigold. How did you come up with that boat name, Austin?
I didn't. I let my wife name all my boats.
Well, Austin's wife names the boats. Not sure she wants to name the boat or just monitor how many boats he has. So he runs those by.
That's a mistake.
Oh man. Coming into White Pines Nature Preserve on the left up here. And then the confluence of the Rocky River. And we'll see how the camping looks down there.
It's gonna be great.
The banks are a little less high in this area, I am noticing. Not sure if that means the river is wider and deeper or what, but the banks are about 5 feet lower at least, maybe 10 from 2 days ago. We got that going for us. Got him.
Totally got it.
That was nice. Hey, buddy. Stinker. Is that him? Well, I got an orcapod hunting otter. Oh, goodness gracious! right. I thought he was coming in. We were drifting through the day, and we were making good miles. The air was cool and crisp, and for the first time there was clouds. What occupied our thoughts the most was wondering if we were going to find that perfect campsite. A benefit to having paddled in the dark so many times before was that now we were miles ahead of schedule. And after 3 days of dancing with the deep river under the moonlight, we wanted to believe there was one perfect campsite waiting for us somewhere down this river. And that's the nature of adventure, really. Setting out to look for something you're not sure you can even find. As we arrived at the confluence with the Rocky River, we were struck by the beauty of this area. We could see pine trees on the hills, boulder gardens and rock beaches, and river grass. We decided to take a break so we can take it all in. All right, folks, we just made the confluence of the Rocky River and the Deep River, and looking downstream, it looks amazing. Complete terrain change, some big tall pine bluffs. Dirt Dobber's doing a little fishing. Austin's gonna put the drone in the sky, and we're just here to look cool.
That's a cute cat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I would love to share that with you.
Would you?
Yes. That's good too. He said, I'll make a call. I said, you don't have to call on my behalf. I said, he's not going to bother me anymore. So we've been slow drifting the day away. We've made 12 miles since we left camp this morning. And we're coming around this bend and we're gonna start hooking southeast here in a second. And we should have the start of about a half-mile long stretch of rapids. And the river should offer us some camping. We're gonna shoot for that. And I'm just telling the guys, I just know when we get around this corner, it's gonna be beautiful rapids and lush grass and cattails and reeds. Windy channels, be like liquid gold running through the veins of North Carolina. And there's going to be ground level camping with perfect trees, great fishing for dirt dobber. I just can't see how that won't happen. It's got to happen. Just around the next bend. Oh, no. That's what you get for not looking. So here's what we, oh, and I see the rapids. I see the start. None of us have ever been here before. And we're about to find out just how correct or incorrect I am.
I can just hear the water trickling over the rocks. I just have a feeling we're gonna be camping right here somewhere tonight. We are we're looking at the river, and it does not look very good for getting boats through. It looks pretty low. This could be a interesting part of the video. We might be lining the boats, but I suspect if we find good camping, it's going to be right in this next half-mile stretch. So bear with me. If you don't like the sound of plastic coming off a perfectly good kayak, you might want to turn away at this time, because this one's going to hurt your feelings. But it sure is pretty. Over the course of the week, almost all the good camping was right in the middle of the shoals and the rock gardens. And this was the last one of the trip. And there was a hard left turn in the middle of the rock garden. And in my mind's eye, there was going to be the perfect camping spot. We could set up on river left, face west, and watch the afternoon sun turn into a sunset and then disappear. We could fish, watch a fire, and listen to the gurgle of water sing us to sleep. That's what I imagined anyway. We just had to find it.
Oh snap, pickle bites. Pick that up from the AVA crew out there on the Current River. Dilly bites. Amazing. One of the best campsite foods. The AVA crew, AVA Journeys up there from Tennessee. Brian, Ashley, John, Brenda. The pickle bites are where it's at. We've been bringing these on the trips now, and they always hit the spot. Pickle bites. Get your pickle bites.
All right.
Oh, yeah. You got to meter these. It's like chocolate chips. You don't let the kids grab it themselves. You kind of select for them how many they're going to have.
Pickle bites?
Pickle bites.
Oh, just one.
Just one.
I'll give you half the Kit Kat.
Oh, here, take another. I'll give you Austin's.
Okay. Bro. Is there any left?
Oh yeah, we'll get a couple. Oh, I'll see the tour of the campsite. You're looking good there.
I'll see the tour of the campsite. You're looking good over there.
Kevin's jerk.
Yeah.
I got him.
Yeah. Fair weather camp.
He also, I've noticed, uses muted colors. Khakis, olives. He doesn't go for the flash.
Earth tone.
Earth tone.
Earth tone. I'm a
Yeah,
landscaper.
that's
Earth
right.
tone.
That means he's probably got a still somewhere he camps next to. Austin has the hammock mahal over here. Goodness gravy biscuits. This looks like
You can land a jumbo jet in this thing.
everything you've been dreaming of, we have here.
It only took 6 days.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is a phenomenal campsite. We got the shoals, the evening sun. We'll have sun all afternoon. We'll have the sunset. We might have a bit of the sunrise. But awesome camp. I'll give this one a 9 out of 10. Almost a 10 out of 10, but there's no gravel beach. But this is, and maybe, you know, our standards may have been changed a little bit based off what we've had, would you say?
Yeah, we've redefined what a campsite actually is.
Yeah.
We'll see something that's just garbage, and we're like,
That looks
"Ooh,
pretty
yeah,
good."
we can make that work.
We've been bitten a few times. Now, talk about getting bit. We've decided the new rule for how awesome a trip was are what your legs look like. Look at that. I look like
Go ahead, use
Man.
the word that...
that looks bad. And over here in the other side of camp is my get up. Couldn't be a better site. It's got everything. Water view, easy access, good walking around. I mean, right on the water. Everything we've been dreaming of. We stopped a little early in the day. We stopped about 2:30, 2:45. But it doesn't matter. This is what we're after. It's too pretty to pass up. That is gorgeous. Time to relax. All right, folks, just walking down the river here. Kind of exploring the area. Phenomenal campsite in the middle of these. They're kind of like shoals, but they're really just a big boulder garden. The river's really wide here. Really pretty. Starting to look kind of like the Lower Hall, Cape Fear kind of look. And to be honest with you, I kind of expected a little more of this up above, but it's definitely changing into that now. Beautiful morning, got geese on the river, fish jumping on the bank, and I'm making myself a little bit of smagicino here. We are here enjoying an incredible morning at our awesome little campsite. Made me some coffee, got some geese out on the water. If I duck through here, you see dirt dobber fishing down there on the bank. An incredible night of sleep. This has been an awesome campsite. One that we will remember for sure. Awesome, and just at the right time. We kind of were due an easy campsite. We've been working pretty hard. Nothing left to do now but to pack up, eat some breakfast, slide back off into the rock garden and navigate that down to the Lockville Dam. We need to find a way over that. I believe it's going to be on the right. Not 100% sure. There's some options there. Smagicino, half coffee, half hot chocolate. And in the capacity of my former job, I was a fake sergeant major, we'll just say it that way. So if a sergeant major was to drink a cappuccino, this is kind of what it is, a smagicino. Tastes pretty good. Made it a little hot. I'm gonna have to add some water because my lip is burning now. I was just thinking about my beloved mango hydro flask here. I magically found one that pretty much matches the boat, and this has been on all the adventures, showing some signs of use. Scratched where I slid it under my deck bag on my kayak. The old school sticker. This has been a good hydro flask. And this Magicino tastes just right. So to Squirrel, Greg, Chris, Brian, Matt, all the OG kings that weren't able to make it on this one or some of the last ones. Good times. We need to get y'all out next time. I'm thinking we need to have a reunion tour with all the originals. It's just our schedules they seem not to ever sync up anymore. We're gonna make it happen though. Don't worry. OG River King River Tour coming to you sometime in the near future.
Last morning on the water. Always a little bittersweet. Beautiful sunrise going on behind me. The whole river's starting to come alive. And the sun is coming down the channel now. It'll probably be on me in about 10 minutes. But I always love and hate the last morning of a trip, especially when you have a perfect sight and a beautiful morning and perfect weather and the river's beautiful. Just kind of makes it not want to end. But our week is almost over. So thanks for tagging along with us. If you've made it this far, we have a little bit of work left to do. Got to get down to Lockville Dam, find a way around that, jump back in, paddle to the confluence at Mermaid Point, and that'll be the end of the Deep River. The entire navigable stretch of the Deep River has been done. In fact, the entire river, because above where we put in is the East Fork and the West Fork. So Deep River proper will be complete. Then from Mermaid Point, it'll be a couple miles down to Avent Ferry Landing, and our ride will be awaiting at 12 noon. It's 8:24, so we got 3.5 hours to make 8 miles. Probably come in just on time. Here's to a good day on the water. Paddling away from a perfect campsite is sometimes hard to do, especially one that took so long to find. But when the river's this pretty and a morning this perfect, well, it makes it a little easier.
So Dirt Dobber's wearing him out this morning. He's on fish number 3. Look at him go. Oh, it's a good brim. That one's at least as big as 2 fingers. Oh yeah. Oh, he's got him a good one. He's got him a good one. 3-finger brim. Woohoo! Look at he's getting better. The mountain man is learning how to fish the flatlands. I like it.
We found ourselves in the backwater to the Lockville Dam at Moncure. This would be the last portage of the trip, and we were all looking forward to getting this one behind us and finding Mermaid Point, the confluence of the Deep and Haw rivers.
A lot more water in it when I saw it. Before you could pretty much get out in that plume. But right over here, that big block of concrete, I believe, may be a really slow slope thing. Maybe. Over here, there's boulders. The water's going around. It's not great. It's not. Over here. Probably our best option. We can help each other get out. Stay here. I'm gonna jump up on that log jam and scout it. Unfortunately, this might be it. Come here. your head over. If this doesn't work, we get out there and we go up and over that cliff. But it's a goat trail. All right, here we are at the dam, probably 15 to 20 feet, probably close to the 15 side. But we're gonna stage people in places so we can pass the boats down without dragging them over the concrete and rock. See how that works. Hopefully it works pretty good.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Kind of the best option. The dam portage on the left is really bad. On the right, you have to go way up over a cliff and back down. The water's flowing better than when I scouted it, so we can get out the run out better, but the portage is tougher.
And it's deep here.
Yeah, and it's like paddle deep right off the front side of the dam. Slide it on in, Dirt Dobber. We're gonna go on Austin's left side because there's more landing and better water to put the boats in. No, don't do that. Just stay off to one side so you can get clear if you need to. Put that on your stern when it comes by, in case we need it. All right, if y'all can lift up.
Yeah.
Keep it off the rocks as much as humanly possible. You won't need that thing. You won't need it. Yeah. Hang tight. You're good.
You got it?
Go ahead and hook it on. Ah, you were right.
He was right. I got you there.
All right.
You got it, Pete?
Yep. Whoa. Yep. That's one. I'm gonna actually get it in the yeah. You got the rope?
I've got the
Keep
rope.
the weight off of it if you can. Best you can.
Ooh, it's all good. And when you put this bow in, just let it go.
Got it, Big?
Yeah, just hold that rope as long as you can. There you go. This is actually pretty easy. I'll leave it.
Halfway there. All right, I'm under it.
Got it, Big?
Yep. Well, he does actually.
Don't let that take you out.
All right, hang tight. All right, floater in there. Yep. Yeah, doggy. Nice and easy, boys.
That was a little less painful than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Hey, when you get in here, lift your right knee. Lift your right knee when you come across that. Yeah. There's a little chute. I'm gonna try it. I think it'll go. As far right as you can be. Yeah. You don't need any seat. Some grip won't do everything for you.
All right, folks, we're drifting under the US 1 bridge. It's a momentous occasion. The river is not done, but the portages are. River Kings, baby. Woo! Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. You know what that tastes like? It's starting to taste like victory.
Winning.
It's definitely winning. A few more miles.
What do y'all got?
We'll be at Mermaid Point.
Mine tastes like hot chocolate.
Oh. All right. So a few more miles, we'll be at Mermaid Point. We'll celebrate again.
Yep.
And that'll be the end of the river. Y'all ready to paddle a little bit?
Let's roll.
We're not ready because we got to fix Dirt Dobber's rudder. He broke Sweetwater's rudder, but rudders have been through a lot this week, folks. Yeah. So we had a quick rudder fix. The clevis came unscrewed. No worries. Even if we had lost it, I have all the little parts for rudder kits and everything in my life jacket. Another thing to think about on a long trip, because a boat without a rudder can be a bad thing, especially these boats.
We were in the home stretch, that bittersweet part of the trip where you know it's almost over. It was a little bit hard to describe the trip. In some aspects, the week seemed long. In others, it went by too fast. One thing was for certain. We had gotten our money's worth out of the deep river.
Here we are, here in the valley, by the riverside. We have our peace, we have our freedom, if only for a time. And we won't go onward apart when come the winter time. We know it well, the pain of leaving, but this will raise the bar. And I will go with all I know to seek the sounds of our dreaming. And come what may, and come what will, then I'm home again.
The Hall River. Right there. Mermaid Point.
The setting sun into the island laid an ocean trail. We were there out on the boulders, bathing the golden.
All right, folks, we got Eagle circling. We have Mermaid Point and a group of fine friends. And the deep river is complete. Cheers! Woo! Still tastes like hot chocolate.
Good times.
Tastes like victory and good times. What do you say, Dirt Dobber?
We rocked it.
Is that the first river you ever done from start to finish?
It is.
How does it feel?
Feels good. Had a little bit of everything on that one.
That's right. How did it feel to go into the log?
I didn't go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I won't put that in there.
refreshing.
All right, guys.
Feels good to be alive.
So that's a pretty long, hard week. I'm not complaining, but it took a little work to get here. Had every kind of work you could want to do on a river, and it feels good to be done with it. We're gonna turn around, and make 3.5 miles or so down to 3 or 3.5 miles, probably down to the ferry, Avents Ferry landing. Y'all boys ready to do it? Let's finish it up. The next toast you see might be in front of a hamburger, because I'm getting there. Onward! We ride! All right, folks, I am on a familiar friend, the Cape Fear River. I've only done this stretch once, and it was on my Source to Sea solo in 2013, which was my first longboat trip of any sort, and the one that got me hooked on kayak camping over long spans of miles. But if I turn you around, I know it's down there, and part of me wants to keep going, because the river's always calling. I see the bridge. All right, folks, we're about to race it in from this stump right there, and we cross. On your mark. Get set. Go. Oh my God.
Oh, that's
Woo! Feels good. Kevin, you can't last that long. I may have started too fast. Take it in, boy. Take it in. I went too fast, too fast. Kevin won. I'm too old for that.
Well, I started trudging water underneath it. It was like,
I didn't even look to see how fast we're going.
6.7.
6.7? It's pretty fast for a Yukon.
Wait. I mean, I was like rocking and rolling like a motorboat just went by.
We started way too soon.
When I crossed his wake trail and went to the other side, it was like spraying up off the back of the bow of my boat. There's that beautiful truck. Oh my God.
And just like that, done.
I'm tired. Oh, dog. Woo! All right, folks, we're here at Al's Diner in Pittsburgh. About to get us a little bit of lunch. We got the burger. Al's Carolina burger. That tastes like a real hamburger. A charbroil. The trip is now complete. We've got our burger. Now we're just missing the milkshakes. They're on the way. Then we'll get back home. Pat's heading to the beach. Austin and the boys are all heading home. And I guess we'll be on to the next adventure. We've done the damage on the burgers and fries. Whew. Tea's pretty good, but now it's time to try this chocolate milkshake.
Is it chunky enough for you?
It goes down nice and smooth in honor of Dirt Dobber.
Chunky milkshake.
He pushed the steak to the side.
Look at Dirt Dobber is happy. You never seen a man so happy as putting Dirt Dobber in front of some ice cream.
That's essentially what that is. That's not a milkshake.
Yeah, that's a cup of ice cream.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It was very good.
Yeah. He's kind of got a different glaze to his face, like he's only partly there.
Yeah.
He's taken back.
Pretty good.
He's on another planet right now.
Good. That's better than instant potato soup for sure.
So this was Caitlin, the world's best waitress here at Al's Diner. She took care of us. And if you get a chance to come and check her out, ask for Caitlin, and she'll make you the world's best milkshakes. Back home, River King World Headquarters. Trip is done. Oh, feels good to be home.
So we'd just like to thank you for a pure week of utter torture, but we had fun.
You're welcome for having us all along.
Yeah.
Had a great time.
Seniority.
All right, that's a wrap, folks. We got everybody loaded up, ready to go home. Warriors all. It was a good trip. Final thoughts.
Good times.
Good times.
Great trip. Great trip.
It gives us true. Thanks for watching, everybody. We enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next one. Go check out Side Trail Adventures. Dirt Dobber may be starting a channel of his own. He says it's coming. Go check out Wondering Electrician. Give him some love. Check out their version of the story, and we will see you next time. For 3 nights in a row, we had paddled into the moonlight, looking for some way to get out of the river and camp. And at the time, we chalked it up to a river whose banks were not conducive to kayak camping. But we carried on, and in the end, we did find that perfect campsite. And just like the deep river's been waiting on me for almost 300 years, this campsite was sitting down here all along. The hard days of paddling into the dark put us on a track to find this spot. I guess some people might say we got lucky, but I prefer to think it was meant to be. The Deep River expedition was quite the adventure.
Reconnecting with the river with deep family roots for me was something I've wanted to do for years. Not only did I get to explore a forgotten river from start to finish, I was able to do it with my friends. The Deep River is not a well-known, desired, iconic river or a destination on most people's minds. But the adventure the four of us found while paddling the brown ribbon of history through the heart of North Carolina is second to none. And so are my friends. So here's to Kevin, Austin, and Dirt Dobber, and all the other river kings that weren't able to make it on this one. Keep your boats ready, boys. We'll be at it again soon.